there.
Oh.
Hi, Representative Amberg.
Oh, hi.
I'm Dr. Trisha Stark. I'm a
Good to meet you.
psychologist, and I'm here for Mental Health Day on the Hill.
Oh, right.
Thanks for taking the time to meet with us.
Okay.
I have a handout for you.
Okay.
This is Mental Health Day at the Capitol, and we're coming around talking to folks about 4 issues,
Okay.
which I know is kind of a lot, but
Oh, let's get going.
okay. The first one is House File 1199, and that's, the chief author is Morrison.
Mm-hmm.
That's a medical assistance increase for some mental health providers
Okay.
who were left out of a bill that happened in 2007. And we just don't feel like there should be those inequities.
Oh, yeah, I was here in 07. Governor Pawlenty led a big mental health reform package.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of us got left out, and we just want things, we feel like every provider is critical. So it's really important.
Okay. Well, I'd be supportive of that.
Okay. The second one is House File 1340, Representative Lean, and that's a mental health parity bill. And even though we've had mental health parity bill in Minnesota and nationally, we're still really struggling to get parity of care for mental and physical problems.
Yeah, I totally agree. The Wellstone Ramstead Act at the federal level, so there's been some implementation problems or enforcement problems.
Yes, the insurers have, there are certain measures they're supposed to meet, but they're not quantifiable, and we want them to quantify it somehow and report to the Department of Commerce on them.
Okay, makes sense to me.
Okay.
What else you got?
The third one is House File 12 for conversion therapy, and that's Representative Cantrell.
Yep.
Conversion therapy is a discredited scientific approach.
Yeah, I'm on the Commerce Committee, and we had testimony a couple days ago on this bill. I voted yes, and I think there was a psychologist there. She did an excellent job of testifying.
Yes, Dr. Charmley.
Yeah, that's true. It was great. Probably have some trouble passing it in the Senate, but we're definitely going to pass this in the House. I've had personal experience with friends that went through this, and it can be very damaging and harmful. So I'm very supportive. In fact, I don't know if I'm a co-author, but if I'm not, I'll sign on. Great.
I would really appreciate that.
Sure.
And finally, we want to talk about the provider tax.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it in place.
Yeah. Psychologists really want to make sure that safety net medical services are available to people. But we feel like there's another option besides just overturning the sunset, and that is something called the claims expenditure assessment. And what it would do is, supposedly insurance companies pay the 2% provider tax now, but it would just have the insurance companies give the money directly to the state and sort of cut out the middleman, which is the provider, so providers don't have to keep records and worry about audits and things like that.
Right. Well, I have heard from some of my constituents. I don't know if they're necessarily psychologists, but some chiropractors and dentists that are really opposed to it, and it's quite a burden to them. I get it, but we don't want Minnesota Care to collapse either. And
that's why we feel like this is a provider-suggested alternative, because it would create the funds to support MinCare and medical assistance, but it wouldn't be such a burden on providers.
Okay, well, the caucus is really strongly in support of maintaining the provider tax. Governor Walz campaigned on it. I'm in kind of the senior leadership now that have been here a while. You didn't hear it from me, but if this bill is what you say, negotiating with the Senate Republicans, it might be an alternative when we get to the end of session, and this will be one of the big issues, obviously. But I don't think the Senate Republicans want the provider or Minnesota Care to go away. They have an awful lot of farmers that vote for them that are on Minnesota Care and small business people. So I'm hopeful that as Minnesotans we're going to be able to keep Minnesota Care. It does good stuff, but So you said the psychologists are supportive of this alternative assessment on the insurance companies?
Right, and the bill is being sponsored by the Medical Association, and the
Okay.
Hospital Association also
Oh.
supports it.
Okay,
So it's got kind of broad support,
well, that's good
So-
to know.
so. Well, thank you
Okay,
very
thanks for
much.
your time.
Thank
Yeah.
you for
Thanks for,
spending some time,
oh,
and
sure,
thank
thanks
you
for
for your
coming in
support.
the snow.